everybody, and welcome to the special edition of the Asylum podcast. I am John Thompson. I am the action and animation expert, and it's time for the Phineas and Ferb Season 2 review. Oh yeah, I am digging these intros that I've been listening to. I love it. So, hope you guys are having a great summer. I hope you guys are really enjoying yourselves. Most importantly, I hope you're staying hydrated, and I hope that you're pretty much in good energies. Because let's be honest with ourselves, here in Indiana where we're from, I think it's probably about 90 degrees. Here in the state of Indiana where I'm from, which I'm trying to figure it out. Every single Phineas and Ferb episode that I have seen, why does it feel like that every single episode I watched from the Phineas and Ferb side, their temperatures are like 70, 75 degrees. Like, they don't say anything like, oh, it's hot outside. Ooh, it's too warm. Seems like every single episode I have watched, Phineas and Ferb, they don't get bothered by the weather. I might have to do some research. I wonder if the tri-state area does exist and if they can actually show us the temperature. I'll do that later. So anyway, if you guys have not watched the Season 1 review of Phineas and Ferb, I urge you guys to go check it out. It's actually available to watch now on the Cinema Simon Podcast YouTube page, which I'll tell you more about the YouTube page after this review. So, let's talk about Season 2 of Phineas and Ferb. So, after the humongous success of the first season, of course it was time for Season 2. And pretty much Dan Poppenmeyer and the rest of the crew were thinking to themselves, what can we do to actually top the first season? Because let's be honest, the first season was pretty awesome. It had a great season. It has great comedy, the characters were lovable, the animation was great, and also the musical numbers was also really cool as well. So, how can you top it with the Season 2? Well, let's see. How about we add more music? How about we add more humor? More fourth wall jokes, and let's just keep having fun with the premise and just see if it gets old, if people actually will still be interested. Well, people were still interested in watching Phineas and Ferb because it actually had another great run, which actually spawned 2 more seasons, which you'll actually see Season 3 coming out in July. And don't forget, people, I'm actually reviewing every single Phineas and Ferb season leading up to Season 5, which is coming out, I hope, comes out this year. We've been hearing a lot of positive things about the new season, which I'm still waiting to find out when the new season is coming out over on the Disney Channel and also on Disney Plus, because you best believe I'm going to watch it when it comes out on air. So that being said, what did I think of Season 2 of Phineas and Ferb? Well, I'm happy to say that this season tops it like Season 1. This season, it was awesome. When it comes to Season 2, there's a lot of things that I love about that season. For one thing, the comedy is just as good as the first one. There's so many great references and humor jokes in the TV show that it just makes it even more awesome. And then you get the writing. The writing in Season 2, I feel like absolutely tops it. With everything that Season 1 did, that was just awesome. You get to Season 2, it's just as awesome as the first season. The writing, the comedy is just absolutely hilarious. And I don't know how in the world they came up with these references and jokes that pretty much put it all together. They use such a great job of putting it all together by making the show even more fun like Season 1. Just like with the characters, they're just as lovable as always. Yes, all the cast is still there. You still got Phineas and Ferb, and you still got Isabella, you still got Candace, you still got Jeremy, you got Dr. Dubismer, you also got Perry the Platypus, you still have him. He's still in there. The jokes are still as funny as ever. In fact, Major Monogram, he actually got a lot more funny dialogue to say when it comes to every single time Perry the Platypus comes down and does another mission. He pretty much has more stuff to say and even more funny stuff to talk about. So you can definitely say, in terms of side characters, Major Monograph is definitely is the funniest character, which makes it even extra cool. The fourth wall jokes, if you guys don't know, I love fourth wall jokes. Those are type of humors that I really do enjoy. Like, they'll make references to like an animated show, or they'll just look at straight at the camera and say, do you guys understand what's actually going on? For example, there is this episode where Agent P, also known as Perry the Platypus, is pretty much on another Doofus Smurf mission. And they're looking for this princess that exactly looks like Candace, except she's doing a British accent. And there's this clever joke when he actually said, okay, Carl, show me a random picture of a girl and then put a crowd, and there's your princess. And then Carl pretty much brings out the actual picture of the actual princess. So then Carl found it, and Major Monograph was amazed, and then Carl actually said, well, it is a cartoon, and Major Monograph said, how many times have I told you about fourth wall breaks? It's great. I love it. I love it. It's just so clever when it comes to Phineas and Ferb. Like everything about these jokes and the fourth wall breaks, like it just makes it even extra cool. What makes things more interesting is that it's usually reversed. Candace gets busted. In one of the episodes, Phineas and Ferb and Candace's mom and dad, they're pretty much were about to go on their trip. And they're in the airport, and the parents immediately told Candace, do not throw a party. She wasn't going to throw a party. But then all of a sudden, her friends were mistakenly thinking that she was having a party, when in actuality it's supposed to be just a get-together with just a few of her friends. Not everyone, but just a few of her friends. And then a lot of people just come into Phineas and Ferb at Candace's house, and they start walking, and you see random strangers that you've never seen before, or even some people that you pretty much have seen before, and you think to yourself, oh, it's a Candace party, when Candace actually saying, no, it's not a party! And all of a sudden, the mom and dad pretty much gets a phone call. Well, actually, they called Phineas and Ferb and Candace. They pretty much called them. Then they heard this party commotion is going on when the parents is like, I thought I told you not to throw a party. And then Candace is trying to convince them by saying, no, it's not a party. And then on the other side, where Agent P and Dr. Doofus is doing their usual shtick of punching each other or something like that, there's this Nater, which yes, the Naters is still back, still there, which is hilarious. The people at Candace's house that they said is really a Candace party disappeared. Where did they go? The people went into Dr. Doofus Smurf's pants. For no reason. Because Doofus Smurf is a awesomely dumb, stupid villain. In a good way. Great. You get the self-destruct button, and then all of a sudden, you just put out these things like, here, I'm going to let these people, let these things disappear in my pants. Again, the writing is clever. It's clever writing. It is hilarious. And how about the musical numbers? The musical numbers in Season 2 of Phineas and Ferb is just incredible. You get these two amazing episodes that I might as well get my quick review on both of these episodes. You got Summer Belongs to You, which is a special that was on Disney Channel. It was pretty much an hour special of Phineas and Ferb going around the world in just a amount of time before the sun goes down. Buford said, I bet you can't do it! And they pretty much do the impossible. They pretty much travel all around the world. And then these musical numbers, it's just fantastic. It has some amazing songs. Especially when You actually got pretty much some awesome guest stars. Clay Aiken was a guest, and then you got Shaka Khan that also shows up, which is awesome cameos. Which another thing about Phineas and Ferb, you'll see some unexpected cameos, which is actually pretty awesome too. Which it's really great. So then you get to see them do a special song when they talk about believing that they can do anything. And then you got some other wonderful songs in the special. You got In the City of Love. You got Summer Belongs to You, which I can make the argument that might be the best song throughout the entire special. Every single song as a whole is fantastic. I would have to do like a ranking with songs that I actually love more. But Summer Belongs to You definitely the grand finale. It just gives you chills when Phineas and Ferb and Isabella know like they did it, and then Candace joins along. It's just a awesome song, because Summer, it doesn't just belong to Phineas and Ferb. It belongs to everybody. And as I said in my season 1 review, it's all about having fun. It's pretty much about just enjoying time with your friends and your family. Don't just sit there and just think about, what do you want to do? Like, don't just stay in the house. Have some quality time with your friends and family. Unless it's too hot. Unless it's going to be too hot for you, then maybe you should stay inside. Or put on plenty of sunscreen and then go out with your friends. And then, like I said, make sure you stay hydrated. Remember, drink lots of water. Okay? Got it. So, that's pretty much the message. You pretty much just enjoy yourself spending quality time with your friends and family. And again, it's just absolutely awesome. And Summer Belongs to You, it's just absolutely just awesome. But then the one episode I also love has got to be Roller Coaster the Musical. Now, remember in season 1, you had the first episode when they first created the roller coaster? Well, they decided to bring it back, not once but twice, in season 2. In one of the episodes of season 2, they pretty much go into the past of trying to bust Phineas and Ferb. Which they succeeded, but spoilers, it turns out that busting Phineas and Ferb was a terrible idea, because the tri-state area is completely empty. It's dark, it's dirty, and it's not fun. It's a little bit dark. Doofus Birds has took over and everything in between. It ain't good. So, there was that. Awesome episode, by the way. The whole episode absolutely is great. It's where you actually get to see the adult Candace and also what Mom actually looked like. Spoilers, she's old. Just like Candace, she's old as well. Like, let's be honest, when you're going to the future, you know that age is definitely going to be different, which, just to let you know, people, I am 30 years old, and I still remember when I was 13 years old when I first watched Phineas and Ferb, which is sort of weird, honestly. But yeah, it's I'm going to different backstories for myself, which I'm not even going to get into that. But anyway, they talk about that, which is a fantastic episode. But then, of course, you get Roller Coaster the Musical, which actually is a reference / parody of High School Musical, when they actually start pretty much singing song after song after song in under 30 minutes. And it's so clever. It's so brilliant. It's fantastic writing. It's so good. Everything about season 2 in terms of its writing, as I said before, it's amazing. The musical numbers, as I said, is absolutely fantastic. They pretty much added extra scenes that was not in the first episode of Phineas and Ferb in season 1, and add extra elements for musical elements, and then added extra scenes, which is just awesome. It's really great. It's absolutely fantastic. It's just a great episode, and it made things better. Kenny Ortega, the original director of High School Musical, makes a cameo at the ending of the episode, which is great. I love it. It's absolutely great, because honestly, I may be 30 years old, but I still love High School Musical. Like, I can go back many times as I got older of how much I love the High School Musical franchise, which I still do to this day. Which, by the way, watch season 1 of High School Musical, the series. It's awesome. I love it. But yeah, Kenny Ortega shows up, and again, it's just a great cameo. It's just absolutely awesome, and the jokes are just hilarious. Every single cast just gave some fantastic performances. It's just absolutely great. The animation, of course, it might have some few errors, sure, but it still looks great. I love the designs of every single character as a whole. The tri-state area still looks great. It still looks fantastic. The animation team deserves so much credit for making the show just look so good. It's just a fantastic looking show. It's just really great. Everything about the way that they done with the animation, it just makes it even extra cool. And I'm really looking forward to how they could actually make the animation quality more interesting now that we're in the 2020s when the new season comes out. Which actually you can with the one thing I do want to get into, which hopefully I'll do that in a past, or actually in the next review, hopefully soon. I would love to review the Phineas and Ferb movies with Candace Against the World. I hope that I get to do that, and I hope I get to review the Disney Plus movie. So maybe that'll happen in the future. We'll see how it goes. So we'll see how it goes. We'll let you know if it actually does happen. But yeah, the animation quality as a whole, it's just really fantastic. It just looks great, and everything about it is just absolutely it's just awesome. So in terms of my favorite episodes, I go back and forth to this one. All the episodes is amazing, but I go really back and forth between Roller Coaster the Musical or Summer Belongs to You. So honestly, I have to say it's hard to choose, so I gotta go with both. I love Summer Belongs to You, and I love the musical episode of Roller Coaster the Musical. It's fantastic. Both episodes are just amazing. I totally recommend that you check out both of these episodes. Actually, watch the whole season. It's just absolutely amazing. And if I do have to get to one more thing also about season 2 that is really enjoyable, you can tell the cast having so much fun. You can tell they love doing these characters. You can tell that they have a blast doing this show. Like, they just really enjoyed it, which it's just so exciting that I'm going to review the next 2 seasons, and then when we get to season 5, I'm going to get all excited and all duty up. It's like, yeah, he's coming. So that's pretty much all I can say from there. So overall, fantastic. It's great. Season 2 is great. I love it. I feel like that the show got better and better when you get into more great comedy and also the great musical numbers. So we'll see if season 3 can go 3 for 3 and see if they can just keep the quality of the show keep going up. So yeah, awesome. It's great. If you love the first season, definitely go check out season 2. It is just really great. It is awesome. So, that is my review of Season 2 of Phineas and Ferb. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the Cinema Asylum Podcast YouTube page. We would love if you do that. We'll have some more new episodes coming to you very soon. We got some other things that we definitely would love to talk about. I'll be back next month to review Season 3 of Phineas and Ferb, and then we'll end it off in August with Season 4 of Phineas and Ferb, which hopefully that will be just around the corner when we get to hear the announcement of when Season 5 is coming. And I'm still would love to know the release date and everything in between, so this will be pretty awesome if we do get some updates. So, and guys, if you do have any updates when you think Season 5 is coming out, please tell me in the comments below. Tell me about it. And also check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. We would love to hear from you all, and as my buddy Dylan says, we would love to hear you guys on the positives and also the criticisms of how we can make the podcast better. We would love to hear your thoughts, so please talk to us. We would love to hear what you would love to see in the season of the Simpsons podcast, so please let us know. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining me, and as always, have yourself a great summer, and I'll see you all for Season 3. Bye, guys.
We have been the Cinema Asylum Podcast. You guys were awesome. Thanks for coming out. Good night.